welcome, namaste and Jojolpa. I am Shree Bhakta Maharjan from Vaishnavi Secondary School. Today I came here once again with radio class prepared by Kirtipur Municipality, presented by Newa FM through Anak Media for Nepal Bhasha Academy. If I were you children, I will study at home. Yes, you are right. Today I came here with conditional sentence. You can also learn as if sentences. Today I will talk about some conditional sentences and their types. There is some conditions and we have some results. That is conditional sentences. In which conditions we could do something. Today we will talk about the types of conditional sentences. There are three types of conditional sentences. Do you know what are they? Yes. They are phase 1, cause and effect relation. Number 2, hypothetical but possible. Number 3, hypothetical but impossible. Phase 1, cause and effect relations. In this phase, we have three types of structure. You know, number 1 is if plus simple present. That means subject plus verb 1 or verb 5 plus. Verb 1 means infinitive and verb 5 means present form of verb. Simple present, we have if plus simple present, and there is a simple present once again. For example, we have some sentences here. If she boils water, it changes into vapor. If we melt ice, it changes into water. If she burns paper, it becomes ashes. Dear children, these are the sentences of phase 1 of structures if plus simple present and simple present. Comma, after comma there is a simple present also. It is sure that if there is some cause, its effect will definitely happen. So we use these structures for these conditions. Number 2, phase 1, number 2. If plus simple present, we have simple future. As a result, effect. For examples, here are some sentences you could listen. If she invites him in her party, he will come. In these sentences, simple present is attached with if and next effect is simple futures. Similarly, another example, if she reads hard, she will pass in the exam. If you work hard, you will get success. There are some conditions. If you do these things, then you will get something as an effect in futures. But it is not sure. For this type of conditions, we can use phase 1 number 2 structures if plus simple present and simple future. Similarly, phase 1 number 3, if plus simple present, then we have imperative sentences. Do you know, children, what are imperative sentences? Yes, the words which starts with verb 1 form. For example, do it, come here, climb tree. These are imperative sentences. If plus simple present and we have imperative sentences. You have some examples here. If you want to pass exam, study hard. The study is verb 1 form and it is imperative sentence, study hard. If you want to learn English, read English book. Okay, these are the examples of phase 1 and 3 types of structures for cause and effect relation. Dear children, here is another phase number 2, that is hypothetical but possible. Hypothetical but possible. That means you could imagine something today and you could get that in future also. There is possibility of getting these things in future. We have a structure if plus subject plus verb to plus object. That means simple past. And we have structures if plus subject plus verb to plus object. We have would plus after comma. We have would plus verb 1 plus object. And we have some examples. If I were the Prime Minister of Nepal, I would encourage my people to work hard. Today I am not the Prime Minister, but it is possible to become a Prime Minister, and I could do these things in future. That means I am imagining today and it may happen tomorrow. That means hypothetical but possible. Similarly, if I were the principal of my school, I would provide better education to my children through our better teachers. Here is, today I am not the principal of a school and I could become the principal of schools tomorrow, and I would provide better education to my children through better education. That is our imagination, imagining today and getting result tomorrow. It is possible but not sure. Were I a bird, I would fly in the skies. Dear children, here is not if. Instead of if, I have used auxiliary verb where, and it starts from auxiliary verb, and were I a bird, I would fly in the sky. Sometimes we could get these kinds of structures, and it is also conditional sentence. Dear children, don't be confused whether there is if sentences, there must be if. No, if we have such structures also, we could know that these are also conditional sentences. Children, we have learned about phase 2 structures, and do you know, children, can you make such sentences yourself? Yes. If I were you, I would make several. If I were you, I would make several these conditional sentences. This is also another phase 2 sentences. Dear children, we have another phase, that is last one, and it is hypothetical but impossible. Hypothetical but impossible. It means we imagine something today about the past, because we have already done those activities, but today we are remembering for those actions, and sometimes we regret about it. That means hypothetical but impossible to happen in future. Its structure is if plus subject plus had plus verb 3. That means past perfect tense, comma, and subject plus would or could plus have plus P3 plus object. This is the structure of phase 3 conditional sentence. Now children, you can give some examples of phase 3 structures. Can you? Oh yes, we have some examples here also, and you can make several such sentences yourself. If I had worked hard, if I had worked hard, I would have got better marks. If I had worked hard, I would have got better marks. Similarly, another example, if I had selected better teachers, if I had selected better teachers, I would have performed well in my school. Dear children, in phase 3, I had worked hard. If I had worked, I had not done work hard. And I am remembering that if I had worked hard, I would have got better marks in exam. But I could not get better marks in exam next. But I am regretting about not doing work hard, not working hard in the past, and I am regretting today. Similarly, in second sentences, if I had selected better teachers, I am not success in selecting better teachers in past days, so I am regretting about it that if I had selected better teachers in past, now today I would have performed well in my school. That is, I could not have performed well in my schools last few days. This means we are regretting our past actions, and if I had corrected in the past, we would get another results today. This means we have done 3 phases of conditional sentences. Dear children, we have 3 conditional sentences, 3 types of conditionals today. Conditional number 1, cause and effect relations, and number 2, hypothetical but imaginative but possible in futures. It means we can correct in the futures also by doing our better actions. Similarly, hypothetical but impossible to correct in the future. That means if we are regretting about the past actions to get better results, we have phase 3 conditional sentences. Dear children, we have talked about these conditional sentences, and you could also make such sentences at your home and at your school and do exercises on it. I hope you get knowledge about conditional sentences, and it would be clear about the conditional sentences in better ways in days to come. I hope you learn better today. Now it's time to say goodbye from today's class. I hope you get good education from me. We will meet again in next class from our Neva FM to Anak Media for Nepal Bhasha Academy, which is prepared by Kirtipur Municipality. So thank you again, dear children, and let me say goodbye today. Namaste, Jojalpa.